gentlemen, welcome to the morning sprint. My name is Japhanie Gray. Let's get right into it. You know, we all have a lot of cool stories we got to get to throughout the day. Keep you guys posted and in the know, especially about some insider tickets that you can get your hands on for an event that's coming up. It's always good to know that. But I did have a question that I asked online today. Is true crime TV too much true crime TV? Okay, so apparently, get this. There have been studies being done with thinking that watching too much true crime can make you overly paranoid and impact your mental health. I want to know what you guys think about that. So get to Jazzy Jazz right now. We chat about it later on the sprint. Watching crime TV, does that impact your daily life at all? Does that make you wonder, or does that make you paranoid about stuff? I want to know because I think that is a very interesting thing that they pulled out of that. I can see it happen. I can understand why it would make a person more paranoid because my mom, she doesn't play any games when it comes down to watching a lot of crazy stuff and then next thing you know, being very paranoid about everything. So I want to know what your answer is. Send it in the comment section on this story. We're going to get to it a little bit later. Okay, so scams. Scams are always happening, and they're always happening in different ways. And this particular way is called quishing, I think, okay? So there are some new tricks scammers are trying to use to get your money and maybe even your identity. It's called quishing, and it's when scammers use QR codes to steal from you. You may see QR codes on parking meters or in restaurants, but the BBB is reporting an uptick in fake codes. They say to watch out for parking codes, cryptocurrency ads, and romance scams. All right, so that audio is out for some reason, but it's okay because we're going to get back into it. Again, we're just dealing with the fact that there are some scams. This guy who was a doctor, he says that with all the scams, there is a sense of urgency created, this false sense of urgency, and they don't want to check. So experts recommend to check your URL after you scan a code. That's one. They also say that you can download a QR scanning app that can spot fake sites instead of just using your camera app. So I personally, speaking, I don't too much like using QR codes, even when you go to restaurants. I know during COVID, they were trying to keep people safe by not using any menus, but they were using these QR codes to help people scan and you can see the menu and stuff. I never trusted that. I was just like, I don't really know what this is, but I do understand that there are some safe QR codes out there, but the fact that people have found a way, there's a will, there's a way, somebody is going to try to do something illegal, so you guys just be on alert about that. So, something that we also need to be concerned about and in control of. Nobody wants to hit a deer because that can be very expensive, okay? Fall is here along with colorful leaves, crisp air, and shorter days. That comes an increase of deer movement. With shorter days, motorists will be driving more often in the dark, increasing the likelihood of encountering a deer on the road. Virginia Department of Wildlife says that if you see a deer, slow down and watch for others as they frequently travel in groups. They even say it's okay to slow down or even stop, but don't swerve. A car crash is likely more serious than hitting a deer. If you do happen to kill a deer, immediately report it. They also say that they're allowed to keep it after reporting it, and an officer just has to give you a possession certificate. So yeah, something that I never want to be a victim of. I know a couple friends who hit a deer and it caused so much damage to their vehicles, but that makes sense though, because once you see that, you're inclined to swerve out of the way to protect the deer, and the next thing you know, you accidentally swerve into oncoming traffic and get in a serious wreck. So one or the other, the lesser of two evils, and that is just hit the deer. And, hopefully that it's worked out. For some reason, someone told me that if you keep the deer after hitting it, eating it probably wouldn't be the best tasting deer. I'm not a big, huge hunting fanatic or know much about it, but I feel like I heard that before from someone saying that the meat, after it's been struck by a car wouldn't taste as good as, because I know when they go hunting, they shoot it in a certain area. I don't know. Please don't go off on me for not knowing this. Educate me a little bit. If you are a hunter of deer, let me know and tell me if that's true or not, because I'm pretty sure I heard this from someone who loves to hunt, but has said that if you hit a deer, the meat is no good. I don't know. Moving on, we got to give some love to good old Virginians because they're doing their thing on The Voice, okay? So 2 additional singers from Virginia have now made it onto The Voice. One even earned a 4-chair turn during the final round of blind auditions. Check us out.
You guys go get it! Woo! We learned at the same time. Ow! We got 'em all.
Sounds beautiful. So Fredericksburg's single dad, this is him, who goes by the name Huntley, stunned all four coaches with his cover of She Talks to Angels by the Black Crowds, but ultimately decided to join Team Nile. Also, the show's this season is Claire Heelick. This is her right here, says that she is from Virginia Beach, joined Gwen Stefani's team after performing the Megan Maroney song Tennessee Orange. Both singers say they're excited to advance in the competition.
After making the show, I feel so proud of myself by how far I've come. I would have never in a million years thought that this was something that I could achieve.
I've been working for this dream so hard that I never really thought I was going to get another opportunity like this. So the fact that I'm here and that I made it and that I'm going to battles on The Voice is pretty surreal.
So it's always good to see success stories coming from our neck of the woods. So The Voice airs Mondays and Tuesdays at 9 right here on WSLS 10 News. So again, it's always cool to see that. It's cool to see so many new stars, up-and-coming stars. And again, when you can hear them talk in their interviews, you can tell they can sing. Like, it's just like their voice, they can sing. But yeah, no, congratulations to them. We wish them the best of luck there. As far as our weather today, guys, be on the new because obviously it's cooler temperatures. We're getting cooler. I think we're supposed to be seeing maybe a temp of 70 or something like that later on this week. I don't know. It's not going to be too shocking, though, as long as you're prepared. I am more than anything looking forward to Friday wearing my jersey. So no matter what the temps may be, I'm going to be in my Rail Yard Dogs jersey, warm, from these cool fall-like temperatures. Just keep in the know and make sure you have that weather app downloaded so that you guys will know what you need to expect throughout this week and the weekend. A corn maze depicting the likeness of country singer Reba McEntire is attracting fans in North Carolina. Check this out. It's a pretty cool shot right here. An aerial view of the corn maze in Indian Trail, North Carolina, shows the country legend's face and guitar in the world We Heart Reba. The maze is one of 40 Reba corn mazes all across the nation. Reba is making her resurgence in prime time as the newest coach on the NBC hit show The Voice. So something really cool right there to look at. I absolutely love this. And again, anytime you think of, corn and all that stuff, you think of Halloween. And what does come with Halloween? Halloween costumes. Okay, so there's a study that's been done. We're trying to figure out what has been the best, most popular Halloween costume so far this year. And if you're looking at your screen, you'll see Barbie is number one. Princess is coming in at the number 2 spot, and Spider-Man takes the 3rd place. Other popular costumes include a witch, cowboy, and a ninja. So I know witches are very popular because you get real creative with those. Cowboys, pretty cool, pretty easy. Spider-Man, I think, are the cutest costumes that I can see, whether it's a little kid wearing it or an adult wearing it. It's just like, oh, look, it just brings back so many memories. And the fact that Barbie is making a return, obviously, because of the movie that was released, you can't go wrong with it. And they dress exactly like Margot Robbie. So, hey, man, whatever floats your boat, whatever you like, let us know what your favorite costume is and what you're buying for your kiddos. And by the way, as we get closer and closer to the Halloween season, we need to see the pictures. Send us the photos. I have pictures of my dogs in costume, so we're going to blast those out soon, especially Muscles. My mom hooked him up with a cute little Popeyes costume. So, yeah, costumes are really fun. Get involved with. So let's get to this story that we were talking about earlier about crime TV. Does it make you paranoid? How do you feel about it? Watching too much of it, does it impact your mental health? And apparently, studies are saying that it does. Psychologists say that your view of the world can easily change if you're constantly consuming grisly murder stories. Watching too much true crime may cause you to become overly wary of others, even people that you've known and trusted for a long time. At home, true crime fans may find themselves triple-checking their locks at night, not being able to fall asleep. Doctors say watching true crime in moderation is key.
Notice when you've had too much, if you're more than hypervigilant, if your anxiety is increased, if you're fearful of leaving your home, if you start to isolate and you're thinking more about the true crime than you think about anything else, it's time to take a break.
Okay, so like I said, it's something super duper interesting to keep in mind. They urge people to explore different genres as well as other activities and hobbies to help them limit true crime content if needed. So yeah, I want to open the line up for Jazzy Jazz to see if this is an issue that she has to deal with. Jazz, are you with me?
Yeah, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am good. So I got a question for you, all right?
Yeah.
So, crime TV, a lot of people are interested in that topic. It can be very entertaining, but do you think too much crime TV could impact a person? Would it impact you, I should say?
I don't think so. I think so. I've been watching it for so long. So, if anything, it just keeps me entertained. But I don't feel like I'm immersed so much into it to a point where it's affecting me mentally.
Yeah.
So, that's my take. I don't think it affects me or has a significant impact on my mental health. If anything, it just, I don't know, it keeps me anxious to see what's going to happen next. And it keeps me excited to see what's going to happen next. But I've never noticed that I'm sad or paranoid or anything like that.
Yeah.
I also watch a lot of scary movies, so that might be why.
Yeah, no, look, me too. I was just going to say, so my point behind me not being as paranoid is that I do watch a lot of scary movies, and I watch a lot of shows like Breaking Bad. And I think that the only thing that it does to me, it makes me feel like I am a smart person when it comes down to illegal activity sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm the same way.
So tell us, do we have any viewers or comments today?
Yeah, we have a comment from Kareem. He said, we've been reading true crime since the Old Testament. He said, I subscribe to being wise as a serpent, but gentle as a dove.
Oh, look at Kareem. I'll tell you. No, but he makes a point, though, because if you look at the Bible filled with all type of stuff.
Exactly. So, yeah, we've been exposed to it for a while. Sarah Aldridge said, let's hope not, and tag somebody else. So I can feel that.
I love it. I love it. We got anything else, girlie?
Yeah, Kareem left another comment. He said, it's true hunters typically avoid eating. He said, bloodshot area of the meat where the bullet impacts. About the deer segment that we had this morning.
Oh, yes. Okay, so he said I was right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes! Oh, Kareem, see, I love him. He comes in clutch all the time. All the time.
To everyone that commented today.
Definitely. So, Dad, tell me, if you could wear a costume right now, what's your favorite costume that you think should have been on the list?
Probably like Mario or Luigi.
Oh, yes! You know what? I saw you in a Luigi outfit before. Was it Luigi or Mario?
Yeah, it was Luigi.
Yes. No, that makes sense. But you know, and I think it happens whether it's around the movies, because you remember when The Walking Dead was a big deal, everybody wanted to be a zombie.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like what's popular when Halloween hits. So yeah, it's always a fun time though.
Definitely.
I love seeing people's costumes, so it's pretty cool.
All right, Jazz. Well, thank you so much, girlie.
All right, bye.
Bye, girlie. All right, guys, before we roll out, I do want to keep you guys in the loop about some tickets that you could get your hands on that you might not want to miss out on, okay? If you're an insider, you have the chance to win 2 VIP passes for the upcoming race on October 28th at Martinsville Speedway. Winners will also get to meet Parker Kligerman. This is the driver of the number 48 Big Machine Vodka Spike Cooler Chevy, and you can watch the race from the pit road, but you better hurry because the contest ends this Sunday, the 22nd. You don't got much time. Get in on the action right now. Head over to our website and enter, and if you are not an insider, you can sign up for that for free on WSLS.com also. All right, guys, in our later newscast that's coming up later on that you might want to be aware of, it's going to be a lot of stuff about Israel. You know, Joe Biden just landed in Israel to talk to, I think, obviously Israeli leaders and stuff, and just all that drama that's taking place. I know Hamas is angry right now because one of their hospitals got blown up. Israel and Hamas are blaming each other for the impact, but even the United States came out and said that it was Hamas that shot their own hospital and unfortunately killed over 500 people. So again, more prayers are going out to that whole situation over there, and let's pray that our president makes it back safely in one piece. Also, other things going on. I know our very own 10 News anchor Jenna Zipton, she's working on a story about NIBIN, which is basically technology to help with law enforcement and how they're cracking down on certain crimes. She speaks with, at the time, Police Chief Scott Booth. He goes into details about it, but her story is coming up later throughout the day. We've got a lot of stories, the update about the Sandusky Elementary, if they're trying to shut that down or not, and the town hall that they talked about. So everything that you want to know coming up in our later newscasts or online at WSLS.com. But for right now, I'm Daphne Gray. I'm rolling out. We'll be back here again tomorrow on Thursday, 8 a.m. on the Morning Sprint.